Welcome back to County Connection. For this segment, we are going to be talking about the 2016 election and how to participate by voting and registering and everything you need to know, all the details. And here to share all that with us is County Clerk and Recorder, Kathy Neal. Welcome, Kathy.
Thank you.
All right, Kathy, so this is a busy year for you. It's a presidential election. Everybody's got election fever or fatigue, depending on how you feel about things. So there's a lot on the ballot at the state, local, and federal levels. So that means a lot of work for your office this time of year. So, so to start off, a few years ago, Colorado began implementing vote by mail. So tell us a little bit about that process and what voters need to know to make sure that they get everything they need to participate.
Well, in Colorado, all active voters are mailed a ballot at the address we have on file for them. Ballots are not forwardable, so if we don't have your right address, it's going to come back to us as undeliverable. We really want to encourage people to go to Go Vote Colorado and make sure we have the correct mailing address, and we will have the ballots in the mail the week of October 17th.
Okay, so the fact that you do get a ballot in the mail and you're able to mail it in or drop it off, it certainly does make voting tons easier, but the caveat is that you really need to make extra sure that your mailing address is up to date.
That's correct, and it's a very long ballot this year. It's 3 pages of,
oh my gosh.
17-inch pages at that. So there's a lot to study up on. And voting by mail, you can take your time at home, go over your blue book, think about things, and get it back in the mail. You don't have to mail it. We have 24-hour drop-off boxes located throughout the county that we're really excited about. There's one at the Dillon Town Hall, the North Branch Library in Silverthorne, the Frisco Town Hall, the County Commons Building in Frisco, and the Breckenridge Courthouse.
Excellent. And you said, so the first wave of mail ballots goes out, so anybody who you have on file as currently registered, you do that first mailing on October 17th. So if you really want all the time to really look through the ballot and giving yourself a wide kind of margin of time to mail it back or send it in, then probably we're talking October 14th that people should have looked at their registration and made sure that
they should. They have all the way up to, we will mail ballots out up till October 31st, but
okay.
The sooner you get it, the better off you are. The sooner you get it voted, the less phone calls you'll get once we get it checked in. And
not from your office, but from the campaigns.
Not from our office. But we really want to encourage people to, it saves us money. In turn, it saves them as taxpayers not to be mailing 2, 3, 4 ballots out to people. If we can just get them the first time, we'll all be better off.
Great. And then there is also the benefit of sometimes on election day, there are lines out there, and we see it all across the country. And so voting early with your mail ballot is a great way to avoid those lines and the hassle on election day.
That's true. There are people that still like the election day experience, and for those folks, we have early voting at the courthouse beginning October 24th through election day on November 8th, and then on election day we have in-person voting at the Silverthorne Pavilion and the Frisco Community Center.
Okay, and so that's the Summit County Community and Senior Center in Frisco, right near the County Commons.
Correct, yes.
And that's kind of an important location for people to note, because a lot of people in Summit County may be used to voting inside the County Commons building in the Buffalo Mountain Room, but election day this year is going to be at the Community and Senior Center. Right,
just, it is a presidential election, and those are historically big elections. No matter how many people vote by mail, there's surely going to be a lot in-person voters, so we want to make sure we have enough room to get them all, taken care of.
Okay, and then again, that website where people can check their registration.
It's www.govotecolorado.com, and it takes you to the Secretary of State's website. So there's a lot of Go Vote Colorados out there, but make sure that if you go on that website that you end up at the Secretary of State's website.
Okay, and So you mentioned that you don't, even though Colorado is a mail ballot state, you don't have to vote by mail if you don't want to. And so people can show up to the vote centers or at your office.
Correct.
And what are the hours for?
Early voting is 8:30 to 4:30 Monday through Friday, beginning October 24th. And then election day at all 3 voting locations is 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay. And then no matter which way you vote, you have to make sure that your ballot is in the hands of your office or one of the vote centers by 7 p.m. on November 8th.
Yes, postmarks do not count. It has to be inside a ballot box or in our office, and that includes the 24-hour drop boxes. You can drop one off there up to 7 p.m. on election day.
And those are, I've seen those boxes myself. They're pretty sturdy.
Yes.
And you do have them under 24-hour surveillance.
They are under video surveillance, yes.
Okay, great. And so for people who want to make sure that you have received their ballot, if they do mail it in, is there a way to check that?
You know, there is. They can go to Go Vote Colorado again, and we check the ballots in on a daily basis, just to make, we're just checking them in, showing that they're in our office, and they can check to see that their ballot has been received.
Okay.
By us.
So you have that peace of mind and confirmation if you'd like it.
Right.
Okay. And then one of the other things about receiving a ballot in the mail is that it is maybe sitting around on your kitchen counter and does risk being drowned in coffee, or but also you may be filling out your ballot and make a mistake. So there are a few circumstances where you may want a replacement ballot. So how do people go about doing that?
You know, they can come into our office, they can call us, we will send them a replacement ballot. If they didn't get a ballot and they were expecting one, they should definitely call us soon after the 24th of October, that week, just to make sure we can check to see if it came back undeliverable for some reason, or if it's just missing, we can replace it for you.
Okay, fantastic. Let's see, is there anything that we haven't hit on in regard to voting in this election?
I don't think so. Oh yes, very important thing. Our office, the clerk and recorder's office, will be closed on election day and only open for election business. So that means the motor vehicle office is closed and the recording office is closed. So we need to use our employees to assist with the election.
Right, all hands on deck for voting and voter assistance and counting and all that you have going on. Great. And just a reminder for folks, the services that your office oversees that won't be available. So you said motor vehicle,
recording, marriage licenses. The big
Okay.
one's motor vehicle, because that's our busiest office and it's highly unlikely for us to be closed. So folks just don't think that we're ever closed, but we do close on election day.
Okay, that's great to know. And anybody who's planning an early November courthouse wedding should take note of election day as well. Okay, great. And so Kathy, can you finish off with just reminding us how people can get in touch with you?
Our phone number is 970-453-3479, and just go to www.summitcounty.co.gov/vote, and it will take you to our website. And on election night, that's where we will be uploading the results as we get them. So beginning at 7 p.m., we will start uploading them on a regular basis. So folks can go to that website and get pretty much live results as they're coming in.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks so much for coming in and sharing all those details with us. And
well, thanks for having me. And please don't hesitate to call if you have a question or anything. We're there to help.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thanks to those of you at home who have joined us for another episode of County Connection. We'll look forward to seeing you next month.